Antiquarian nerfed before she's even released, and a better look at what we can expect for skins this year. For more news like this, stick around for this week's episode of This Week in Identity 5. Welcome back everyone to another episode of This Week in Identity 5. Some of you may notice that my voice is a little bit different today. I suffered from food poisoning yesterday. Usually I record videos the day before I release them, and today it's actually the day that the video is supposed to be coming out. So I'm gonna have to kind of simplify this video a little bit just so I can edit it faster, but let's just go and start where we need to go. So last week we got the Witching Hour event, where by participating in matches and event quests you could get a portrait frame, fragments, and intimacy. That was a new system that they added for a friendship system. We also got the Witching Hour package, of course contained the S tier skins for the patient and the psychologist. I have seen someone play the psychologist skin. I have yet to see the patient skin matches, but they are very nice skins and a lot of people are excited for them. As well, along with this event, we got another package that was the Prisoner of Love package that contains a portrait frame, 100 spyglasses and 288 fragments that I guess you would use to put towards your Witching Hour package, not sure. One of the biggest changes that we got last week was the big profile rework that came along with a lot of different additions as well. First of all, they changed the appearance of all of the profile to make it look much snazzier and more modern. It's about time that NetEase made their game look a little bit more modern, where they changed the personal, social profile, my battles, my collection, past record, character knowledge, etc. They added a new friends feature too, where you'll be able to send pens and letters to each other to increase your friendship with someone along with you playing with them. By increasing your friendship with the player, you'd eventually get 3 tags. One of them is the best friends with certain person, another one is close friends with certain person, and so on. By logging in and being online for 15 minutes every day, you'll be able to get 10 pens that you'll be able to use to spend on your friends to build your friendship in game. In the event shop, they also gave us new dishes. Woo! The dishes are something that's kind of undervalued and underutilized in the waiting lobby for a match, and it's good that they've added some new options. I like the look of the honey cake, for example, but it's nice to see that NetEase is adding more to that feature instead of just making it a one-time thing. Let's talk about what we're getting this week. So we're getting some big things this week. We're getting, first of all, the Season 22 Essence 2 that will contain the S tier skin for the Antiquarian that looks very fancy. We're getting the A tier skin for Wu Chang, also really nice, and the A tier skin for Painter that actually looks better than I thought it would. That means as well that of course they're going to be releasing those portraits, that if you buy a certain amount of essences you'll be able to get those 3 different types of portraits that are related to the characters. We're also connected to this event. That's kind of interesting because it's an S tier skin that also has an event connected to the S tier skin. We're getting the Misty Mountain event. By logging in, you'll be able to receive an event portrait, and it's a nice one. By completing this event, you'll be able to receive some Season 22 Essence 2 essences. I couldn't find out exactly how many, but I believe it's more than 1, so that would be nice, so increasing your chances at getting it. I believe I've said it in a previous video how many, but I couldn't find that information again. And you'll be able to get a music for your room, always a nice addition for people who like to collect songs to play in their rooms. There's also going to be an event store, unless that's going to be in the Spyglass store, I'm not completely sure. Well, you'll be able to buy Antiquarian's A accessory. I've seen a little bit of what her effects look like and they look quite cool. You'll also be able to get an event portrait, a Lucky Guy B costume, an Antiquarian Provoke emote, and an event graffiti. One of the most controversial things that's going to be added this week is the new game mode, Breath of Madness, or as it's called in the patch notes, Frenzy Rhapsody. Whichever one it turns out to be, it will be available this week, and it's kind of an interesting game mode that is, as I've kind of pointed out on my Discord server, a complete copy of the game Knockout City, but that is not a bad thing since we had the Chasing Shadows that was a copy of Mario Kart pretty much. I'm looking forward to playing it, but there are a lot of kind of issues with the fact that people think it's going to be very ping dependent. I also agree, and I think it's also going to be quite buggy. Not only that, but a lot of people have been having issues with opening the game, and it feels like the focus is towards making events and not actually fixing the fact that a lot of players just can't play the game anymore. There will of course be some event quests for this new game mode where you'll be able to receive some memory spheres, event portraits, and more rewards as well, so that's nice to see. Maybe there'll be something exclusive for this event, I'm not sure. We're getting 3 character days coming up this week, and of course the start of next week because we're including that. We are getting Smiley Face and Weeping Clown's character day on the 4th of August, so that does confirm that the characters will be sharing the same day now if they have multiple personality versions, and that's going to be cool. I'm interested to see how they will kind of monitor or manage having so many characters on one day. And we're going to be having the Ripper's character day on the 7th of August, and on the 8th of August we're getting Guard 26's character day. Lots of things for you guys to get, lots of fragments that you can save towards getting that S tier skin, maybe the Psychologist one or the Patient one. Save up those fragments, you can still do it. What can we expect from the future? Well, NetEase has released and announced things, and there were rumors as well as to what's coming up. Hermit, the new hunter that has been announced or was announced quite a while ago, will be coming next Essence Season 22, Essence 3, that should be coming on August 25th as far as I understand. So I'm looking forward to seeing what his abilities are going to be. I can imagine within the next couple of weeks they will already announce his abilities and at least what his character model will be, and I would love to see what his S tier skin is too. Some upcoming skins that we can expect from this year, confirmed by NetEase themselves, is that we can expect an A tier sculptor skin coming sometime this year, an A tier photographer skin that will also be coming up this year, a once embalmer skin coming this year, and for season 23 the logic path skin is going to be for Mind's Eye. It's nice to see Mind's Eye getting a little bit more love because it feels like it's been an eternity since she got any type of skins. An event coming on the 11th of August, so not this patch update but the following one, is we're going to be getting the Panda's Protector event. They've given us a little bit more information on this event. By logging in and by completing event missions, you'll be able to get an event portrait, a bee baby panda pet, and graffiti. And supposedly we should be getting the A tier panda keeper skin, that is the gardener skin, that should be available for echoes only in the store around that time as well. I do believe that the little girl one should be coming a week later, but I'm not sure. Let's talk about some other adjustments that are coming up. Well, first of all, we should be getting an Enchantress nerf coming up soon, and there is not going to be a coordinator adjustment. A lot of people have been talking about how coordinator feels a little bit underpowered. We've had some rumors that Enchantress is going to be nerfed, and I'm interested in seeing what they do to her, because I don't know if they want to change her too much, because she's finally become a character that is played and is considered to be useful. Antiquarian has had an adjustment, or as far as I can tell, she's going to be getting one very, very soon before her release this week. First of all, her hitbox for her swing, sweep, stab have all been reduced by 10%. So as you can see from the video that I made on Thursday, the Antiquarian hitbox, that is going to be reduced a little bit, so by 10%. This stun will now last 1.2 seconds. I believe it was before over 2 seconds. I cannot remember correctly, but that's quite a big drastic change. And the disarming ability of making the hunter not being able to attack is going to be changed now. So if there are 0, 1, 2, 3 survivors nearby, it's now going to be 5 seconds disarm, 2 seconds disarm, 1 second disarm, 1 second disarm. That is a big change from the original. When you stack the disarm, so you hit them again to make the disarm longer, it needs to be done, instead of within 2 seconds, it needs to be done within 1 second. So you need to spam them really quickly. And the disarm will then last only 7, 3, 2, or 1 second, changed from the original 9. So that is much shorter, meaning that they won't be able to use it just to open up the exit gate. In my personal opinion, one of her strongest abilities, the flip ability, has now been adjusted to use up 20% of the energy and cannot be interrupted by one of her other abilities. And she can no longer vault some of the crazy places that I did on my test stream and in my videos on my other channel. For example, the Moonlit River Park tracks, she cannot vault them anymore. The Leo Memory Staircase, she cannot do either. And Red Church Barred Windows, that I'm not sure what that refers to, but apparently there was something there that she could do. A lot of these videos I did and tested out and really did feel incredibly strong, because she could do jumps that Acrobat could not do and made her almost unchaseable in certain areas. It's good to see that her flip is not incredibly broken, but it's still going to be a pain for vaulting windows, for example. Her pallet dropping speed increase has been changed from 10% down to 5%. Her pallet stun duration has also been changed from 10% down to 5%. I'm not sure if it stacks anymore, it doesn't seem to, because it used to be able to go up to 20% for both of them. Maybe it's stuck at 5, I'm not sure. And her Lone Wolf passive ability, that meant that she took longer to be healed, has had another ability added to it, meaning that gate opening speed has been decreased by 30%. She has been nerfed a lot, but I still think, from what I experienced by playing her myself, that she is still one of the strongest survivors currently in the game. Even with all of those adjustments, she still just has a massive amount of abilities and things things that she can do. NetEase has planned a new tutorial added where people will be able to learn how to use pinging and chat messages in the match so that people can tell you the progress of Cypher machines. There are plans to remove the mark system. Finally, I think this is kind of something that is useless and confusing, especially since most people can't use it and only new players have no idea what it is, so please NetEase remove it, we don't need that. And they've also got some plans to improve the key bindings for PC players. Let's go! I'm looking forward to seeing that added. Oh, did I mention that they have no plans to change decoding speed? But they do have plans to adjust some extreme values while optimizing character balance due to the hunter win rate being high. So over 45% for most tiers. This is the same as the stats were originally when I made my video. My video that I made on this topic is still relevant and the same points still apply. As I don't have too much time to edit this video today, I will not be doing the talk in the manor. So please tell me down below, what do you think about Antiquarian's nerf? Do you think she's going to be completely useless C tier? Or do you think that she's still almost as strong as she was before? Tell me down below. And whilst you're down there, remember to like and subscribe and make sure you check out my Black Phoenix IDV channel. So have a great day, guys. Bye bye.